not just for what they can do for others. But this desire for recognition is complicated. On one hand, women long to be noticed for who they are, but on the other hand, there's a hesitation to speak up about it. This is because women are often conditioned to stay humble, to downplay their achievements and desires. Society often sends the message that women should be selfless and humble, yet the desire to be recognized for one's worth is just as fundamental as the need for love and connection. Another silent desire that many women harbor is the wish to experience freedom in the form of self-expression, without fear of judgment. To express their feelings, their thoughts, their opinions without the fear of being labeled or criticized. Women often feel the weight of the world's judgment, whether it's about how they look, how they behave, or how they choose to live their lives. This can create a silent longing to be free from those expectations, to speak their minds, to express their emotions, without the constant fear of being misunderstood or criticized. For many women, self-expression has been stifled throughout their lives. From a young age, they are taught to play nice, to fit in, and to keep the peace. This desire for self-expression goes beyond speaking one's truth. It's also about the freedom to embrace individuality. It's about the ability to wear what they want, to speak their minds, to choose a life that feels true to them, without the heavy hand of judgment. It's the desire to live authentically, without apology. But in a world where women are often judged for their choices, from their clothing to their career paths to their personal lives, the desire for self-expression can feel like a risky act. Women may yearn for the courage to break free from the confines of society's expectations, to be their truest selves, no matter the consequences. Similarly, there is a deep, often unspoken desire for intimacy without limitations. Women may desire relationships that are rich with emotional depth and understanding. They long for partners who see them for who they truly are, beyond the surface level, beyond their roles as mothers, daughters, or colleagues. Women crave a connection that transcends the ordinary, one that allows them to feel truly seen and heard. Emotional intimacy, for many women, is the cornerstone of a fulfilling relationship. It's not just about physical connection or shared experiences, but the ability to share vulnerabilities, to be open and honest, without fear of rejection. Women often desire a space where they can be their true selves, where they don't have to put on a mask or wear the armor of strength and perfection. It's a desire to connect with someone who understands their fears, their joys, their imperfections, and still loves them unconditionally. This desire for emotional intimacy often manifests itself in the quiet moments shared with a partner, the late-night talks, the gentle touches, the soft words of comfort. It's not about grand gestures, but about the deep, soul-nourishing connection that comes from knowing and being known. But too often, this desire is left unfulfilled. Women may settle for relationships that don't meet their emotional needs, simply because they're afraid of being alone, or because they believe that being loved is enough, even if it's not the kind of love they truly crave. A hidden longing that many women have is the desire to be able to embrace their sensuality without shame. In a society that often over-sexualizes women while simultaneously shaming them for embracing their sensuality, many women feel conflicted about their own desires. Sensuality is often viewed through a lens of shame, especially when it comes to women expressing their own sexual desires. Women may secretly yearn for the freedom to explore their own sensuality, to feel desired to express their own sexual needs, without fear of judgment. Sensuality is a natural part of being human, yet it is often treated as something to be hidden or controlled. Especially for women, the desire to embrace one's sensuality is not just about seeking validation from others, but about finding a deep connection with one's own body and desires. Women often wish they could experience a sense of freedom in this area, to enjoy their sensuality without guilt or shame. The unspoken desire to be truly loved, with all of one's flaws and imperfections, is a deep yearning many women feel. They want to be loved for who they are, not for the roles they play, or the things they do for others. True love, the kind that is unconditional, doesn't ask for perfection, it accepts flaws and imperfections. But how many women truly experience this kind of love? Many women secretly long for a love that doesn't expect them to be someone they're not, a love that accepts them as they are, flaws and all. It's a longing to be valued, cherished, and held in a way that makes them feel like they are enough. It becomes clear that the complexity of a woman's heart is woven with intricate threads of longing, often driven by emotions that are both powerful and deeply personal. These desires do not seek to be fulfilled through grand gestures or materialistic pursuits, but through the connections they make with themselves and others. They are quietly nestled within their hopes, their dreams, and their daily experiences. Often, these desires are misunderstood or simply overlooked because they don't align with the narrative society has built around what women should want. But they are real, and they demand to be acknowledged. One such desire is the longing for inner peace, a yearning for balance amidst the chaos of everyday life. For many women, life can feel like a constant whirlwind, juggling careers, family responsibilities, personal ambitions, and the never-ending tasks that come with them. Underneath the surface of this busyness lies a quiet desire for peace, a longing for a space where they can simply be, without the weight of the world pressing down on their shoulders. Inner peace doesn't come easily in today's fast-paced world, where distractions are constant and the demands on time are relentless. Yet this desire is fundamental to many women's well-being. It's not about escaping the responsibilities that come with life, but rather about finding a moment of stillness, a place where they can reconnect with themselves. It's about embracing the simple moments, like a cup of tea in silence, a quiet walk in nature, or even just a few minutes of deep breathing. Women long for a break from the constant noise, a space to recharge, and a chance to rediscover their own inner strength. This desire for peace is not self-indulgent, rather it is an essential need for emotional resilience. Without it, women can feel overwhelmed, disconnected, and unable to fully give of themselves to others. This craving for peace also ties into the desire for mental clarity and emotional stability. Women often face immense pressure to be everything to everyone, and with that comes a constant mental load. From organizing daily life to navigating complex emotions, the mental effort can be exhausting. Behind the scenes, many women secretly long for clarity, the ability to quiet the mental chatter and focus on what truly matters. It's a desire to shed the weight of overthinking, to be able to trust their own decisions, and to move through life with a sense of purpose. Yet, mental clarity doesn't come easily when women are bombarded with conflicting messages from society. There's an overwhelming pressure to do it all, to have it all together, to constantly keep moving forward. This desire for clarity and stability is often overlooked. Yet it is a crucial need for women to navigate the complexity of their emotional worlds. It is not just a desire for peace in the present, but for the mental fortitude to handle the challenges that lie ahead. The unspoken desire to nurture one's own dreams and passions is another powerful force that shapes many women's lives. So often, women place their own desires on the back burner in the face of family obligations, career demands, and the pressures of daily life. Many women secretly long to pursue their own dreams, to explore their passions, and to invest time in things that bring them joy. But these dreams are often pushed aside, buried under the weight of other responsibilities. For some women, this desire to nurture their own passions is so strong that it becomes a quiet rebellion against the expectations placed upon them. It's not that they don't love their families or their careers, but rather that they yearn to reclaim parts of themselves that have been lost in the shuffle. Women are taught from a young age that self-sacrifice